Hi there, in this session I'll be demonstrating how to use Mote in your language lessons. This tool allows you to record your own voice and share it easily with your students. I'll be providing my examples in Spanish, but I'm sure you won't find it difficult to adapt them to the language that you teach. I've been using this extension for over a year now, and I'm always amazed to discover more uses of this tool and the impact that that has on my students. Is one of the most versatile tools available. It's totally integrated into most Google Workspace apps. I'll be concentrating on the three main uses that Mote has: audio feedback on Docs and Classroom, giving instructions on Classroom, and creating listening tasks in slides. I really hope that you find this video tutorial useful, and don't hesitate to get in touch if you have any questions. First of all, I'm going to show you how to use Mote to get feedback. As you can see on the top right, I have the extension already installed. And now I'm going to use it to give feedback to my students. She did an oral presentation on the topic of mis vacaciones. And this is particularly interesting and useful to use when you are given feedback on pronunciation. So I'm going to highlight these two words that she didn't pronounce correctly, and I'm going to click on Add Comment, and I'm going to start giving her my feedback. Hola María, te recuerdo cómo se pronuncian estas dos palabras. When I'm happy with it, I click Done, and then I click on Comment. Takes a few seconds. I can
Hola María,
listen to it
te recuerdo cómo
just
se
to check that
pronuncian
I'm
estas
happy,
dos palabras.
and then I just leave it there. Now, if we go to the student doc, we're going to see what she says. As the student doesn't have the Mote extension installed, she'll be redirected to the Mote website to be able to listen to the voice note that you left for her. In order to avoid this, I would recommend you to talk to your IT admin and ask them to push out this Mote extension for everyone in the school. As this student has the Mote extension installed, she can just click on this, on the play button, and listen to it directly. So that's the difference. So you've created a task, and the task is escribe una entrada de diario sobre tus vacaciones. And I'm going to see what my students have written, because the deadline is approaching. So if you see on private comments here, I can record my voice for my student because she is due to hand in this in, but she hasn't really completed anything, or not much. So I can just quickly do a voice recording. Hola María, espero que todo vaya bien. So then when she goes to her classroom, she'll be able to see that I left a private comment for her. So now I'm using Mote to give instructions on Google Classroom for the whole class. I'm going to create an assignment, and it's going to be a video. And I'm going to ask my students to watch the video, and I'm going to be asking some specific questions on the video. And I want to do this orally. So therefore, I'm going to press here on the icon, on the Mote icon. And I'm going to say, hola chicos, este es el nuevo vídeo para la unidad 2. Habla de las vacaciones. Okay, so when I post this, the students will see my mode with instructions post. At the moment, it's not possible to write something and add a mode on the instructions. You can do one or the other, but not both at the same time. So this will look like this for your students. And a way around it, if you want to add extra information or if you want to write something, is to add on class comments whatever you want. Clearly, you can do this the other way around. I'll show you. You can write the instructions here and then add the modes on the class comments. If you visit the hub at the Mote website, you can find ideas and inspiration for your lessons. There are 4 tasks that are language specific. The first one that we find is one for Spanish. And I'll show you how to create, to use this as a template and then to customize it. It is a listening task, translation task, but you might want to use this as it is, or you might want to use it with your own voice. In that case, if you want to use it with your own voice, you delete this mode and you insert your own one. El año pasado fui de vacaciones a Madrid con mis padres. You're going to ask your students to translate the sentences in English. So therefore, you're going to do them in Spanish. You're going to move it here. And then if you want to make it bigger, you go to size and rotation. And for example, if you write 2 centimeters, it should be a good size. And I also decided that I want to change the color, and you have a few options here. And I'm going to make mine blue, for example. Okay, so let's try. El año pasado fui de vacaciones a Madrid con mis padres. First sentence, and you're going to create the other ones the same as we did with the first one. The students is called Dictado con Retraso. I did this for my DP students in the IB system for the standard level, to be precise. And the idea was for them to reinforce the use of complex structures that is very much needed for the written and for the oral exam. In this case, I did this dictation thinking about the oral. I took this idea of practicing structures with this sort of delay dictation from Gianfranco Conti. So what I did, I recorded for my students sentences. I'll play one so you can listen to it.
La quinceañera es una tradición muy popular en el mundo hispano y por eso muchas familias tiran la casa por la ventana.
So the students would listen to this twice, then they'll have to wait 10 seconds, and then they'll have to write down the sentence. You could do this on remote teaching, or you could be also a homework task. I curated this activity for my grade 7 students for the unit on food and culture. And the idea is to practice the vocab that they would need and the very simple structure that we tend to use in Spain when we want to order food. Quiero un zumo de naranja, for example. So in the first task, they'll have to listen to the mote and put it in the right place.
Quiero una paella de marisco para 4 personas.
Okay, so they will drag this one here because it's a main course, un plato principal. And then they'll just listen to the next one.
Quiero una botella de agua con gas.
And then they will put it on drinks. Okay, so they will have to identify the items and put them in the right place. On activity number 2, they'll have to copy the right icon and the right image. So they'll go back here. They'll go back to slide 1. They should have listened to them already. And they just have to copy the icon and put it in the right place. Number 3 is for them to record their own mote, saying what they want for dessert. Okay, this is just an idea, clearly. I'm sure you've realized that there is no limit that what you can do with mote with a bit of creativity. You can cater for any level, and you can do very simple activities but more complex ones, and it's just up to you. Just to finish my video tutorial, I'll encourage you to keep on exploring. Just have a look at the Mote website, at the Learning Hub, or also to my links here where I've selected some of the videos and resources that I think could make a great impact on your language lesson. I particularly love to explore how to create a virtual tour using Mote and Google Earth. I think that will be a great combo. Okay, I hope you enjoy my video and please get in touch.